The Antisemitism Awareness Act, legislation recently passed in 2024 by the United States House of Representatives. The Anti-Semitism Awareness Act passed with bipartisan support. It seems that the American Israel Public Affairs Committee, or AIPAC, is more successful at bringing Democrats and Republicans together than any organization in history. It is quite the endeavor, considering Congress does nothing for issues concerning the American people. This act was designed with the intention of addressing discrimination based on being Jewish. To achieve this, it adopts the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance, IHRA, definition of anti-Semitism, which includes contemporary examples of anti-Semitism. To be clear, the IHRA's non-legally binding working definition of anti-Semitism is just that, a working definition. It is subject to change. The question then becomes, how can Congress attempt to create a law that is based on a changing definition? It's a nonsensical solution that violates Americans' First Amendment rights. But there's more to the story. So what is the IHRA's non-legally binding working definition of anti-Semitism? According to IHRA, contemporary examples of anti-Semitism in public life, the media, schools, the workplace, and in the religious sphere could, taking into account the overall context, include but are not limited to drawing comparisons of contemporary Israeli policy to that of the Nazis. That seems to translate into Americans cannot question the actions of a particular nation. And this bill had bipartisan support in Congress. Who do these politicians work for? That is a serious question worthy of its own video. This act could deter criticism of Israel, thereby limiting political discourse on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Perhaps the desired outcome? Another part of the definition is accusing Jewish citizens of being more loyal to Israel or to the alleged priorities of Jews worldwide than to the interests of their own nations. We should be questioning the loyalty of Congress, at the very least their logic. This bill has passed, yet nothing on the border or inflation. Side note, inflation will not be reversed, asset prices will continue to rise, and the American people's purchasing power will continue to erode. Also by design. Moving along, the freedom to express one's views, even if they are controversial or unpopular, is a fundamental right protected by the First Amendment. Some conservatives are taking issue with the bill over the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism, including claims of Jews killing Jesus or blood libel, arguing that it could mean that parts of the Bible would now become illegal. The Anti-Semitism Awareness Act is a clear example of the overreaching fascist government stool pigeons using the combating of discrimination as an excuse to destroy your protected free speech. While it aims to address a very real and pressing issue, anti-Semitism, it could potentially suppress healthy political discourse and limit academic freedom. Moreover, it brings to the forefront a broader issue, the labeling of certain speech as discriminatory. The potential impact on academic freedom and campus speech codes cannot be understated. This act could set a precedent for future legislation affecting how we navigate the delicate balance between combating discrimination and preserving free speech. To summarize, the Anti-Semitism Awareness Act is a piece of legislation designed to combat anti-Semitism. However, its potential implications on free speech and political discourse are cause for serious concern. It is unconstitutional. These are complex issues with one easy answer: do not violate or attempt to violate Americans' constitutional rights. After all, isn't that the ultimate goal of a truly democratic society? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe. Blessings.